Morning, everyone. I'm just going to go and crack on with feeding these guys. So I start with my blue bolts, then move on to my tangerine tigers. Let's do the mixed tigers, and then I'll do the dragon bloods. Let's get this lid back on because it's loads better with the camera. If you do, not too much junk over in this area. There we go. And I'll come back to these as we do them. So next ones, let's get these done. So I'm feeding Ebidama, and I've used a pill cutter to sort of split a couple of these. So I'm not feeding whole pellets because they are quite a big pellet. And what we'll do is we'll feed, and then we'll come back to the ones we've fed. I need to move a few bits around here. So luckily I've only got a couple on the bottom row. So I've got my mixed tank, and so I'll show you what I've done in each of these. I've sort of cut a corner off, just so I can sort of close that corner. And then if I do my mixed, I'll move them around anyway. I'm not going to feed everything today. I might do. I'm not going to feed everything today. I'm going to feed a couple of tanks. Why does my daughter always ring me when I'm in the middle of something? Always, every time. Guarantee you, pick up the camera, go live, and my daughter decides she wants to ring me. Same daughter every time, and I've got 4 of them. Hi Keith, Rob. So these are my bolts. There's only a few in there. Tangerines, although I'm not sure how stable that line is. And then my dragon bloods, which need some more dragon bloods in because they just, I think they're all male. Mixed tigers, orange blues, my other blues, my fancies, going ham. One of my favourites, orange eye red devils. And then my newly moved mixed. So the tank next to it is nearly ready to start moving stuff into. And I've got, what, does she not take no for an answer? I've got my pintos, and I have a baby, there's only a few. But don't want to show you that. So the PRL were fed yesterday, and then I'm not going to feed down here. I've got a little video. I've got a feeling it's not this week. I've got a little video on this tank. It's only short, about a minute, sort of a midweek one. And my frog has decided that he wants to move my air plant. So I need to work out where I'm going to put that air plant. It was sat up there on that bit of moss. Amanos. Morning, everyone. So yeah, Oh, sorry, shouldn't have showed you that either. So that video goes out tonight. Let me just put this back up here. So if anyone's interested, that video goes out tonight. So the plan was just to do a bit of feeding, and blues are on it, tigers are on it, dragon bloods, all male. These tigers are getting moved, but I think I'm going to move them tigers and mix them as well. So this is Ebidama, guys. I know Keith and Rob use it already. So this is Ebidama, and it's literally been a few seconds. I'll enjoy blues mixed. I don't know where that piece has gone. Right at the back. Don't know if you can see the little pile up there, but they've got on that. Oh, my back. Really like these orange eyes, especially the dark ones. And my fancies are going. See all the babies on the wall. And then I'm trying to avoid that tank there. So just for don't know if that video's out either, so I think that video's going out Sunday. But there's a couple of special shrimp in that one, and I had one of them malted, so it was like a forced malt with the move, I think. And my back's not great today. They reckon 3 or 4 weeks before if you're going to notice a difference. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can move this forward a bit and keep balance. Oh, tripod. There we go. As they move that round, we'll move it. My back's as bad as it was. Stream Elements. Don't know. Fish Fam links in there. So let me. There was something I wanted to do actually. That one. Aha. Really like these tanks actually. They need topping up a bit. With I need to do an RO top up. The that box in the corner over here. That's literally just a glass plate that's drilled with an uplift, and then the thick black is a matten sponge. Well, it's actually 2 matten sponges, but a coarser and a finer. So that actually is the filter. But what I like about it is the box, the glass box bit here. You can drop media in there if you want to. So if you wanted to cycle a bag of media, have a bag of media ready, you could sort of drop it in there if you needed to, or another sponge for that matter, and just get it all cycled. And I mean that's why I use the 2 sponges, because I can take one out and drop another one in, so you've got sort of one of them filtered. Coffee time. I'm doing the jet coffee time. Spare cycled media, it's amazing. So Rob, the only thing I don't like about StreamYard is I don't think you can zoom. Yeah, Rob Rob taught me all about keeping spare cycled media. Although, to be fair, the tank below this, which I'm currently in the process of, there's one final step to the build. So there's a little bit of escaped tank below. Keith and Rob know, and John, what that's gonna be, but I need the final piece of that video, and I ended up using non-cycled media. So I used a bit of soil in that's a leaching soil. Forgot all about it, but luckily decided to test. Flooded the room again yesterday. The tank below this one, the one that I'm talking about, it had my orange Neos in, and I removed them and took the substrate out. So the substrate was like, I think it was fluorite black, and there was a few snails and stuff in it. So I kept it in a bucket, give it a little bit of a wash. Want to reuse that at some point somewhere else. And cut a long story short, I thought I need to get that into some water, sort of spread out, so that any baby rabbit snails can find the way out. So I put it in like a 9-10 litre tub, like a toast. Put water in it. Put a sponge filter in, a cycled sponge filter, small one, little mini one, and put the lid on it because the lid fitted. What was happening? All the bubbles was hitting the lid, condensating on the lid, rolling to the side and dropping down. So I came into it. Yet another flood in the shrimp room. I'm not sure if the vlog with the flooded shrimp room's gone out yet, but there's a vlog coming with the flooded shrimp room as well. So thank God for the mop and bucket. Oh, Rob. I don't think I used to stay awake 19 hours when I was a party animal. Not that I was ever a party animal, of course. Oh, sweet, Rob. I was on that live. So the room's a lovely 23.5 with 80% humidity. I can't feel the humidity, actually. I think the humidity is really wrong. And I have managed to see I've rescued a couple of pink ramsons and 2 baby rabbits as of yet. Let's drop you guys down onto another tank. Let's bear with me while I mess around with the tripod. Not easy when you've got a bad back. Especially when you're trying to lower the top ones. The bottom ones, should I say. Oh, you've already seen it. So let's do this one. Sit down better. Yeah, good work. There you get a couple of tanks. Let's have a look. I'm green connecting with fish people, which is always good. So maybe third. Your fish farm links working then? I don't expect to get many viewers at this time of day. Obviously, UK time, a lot of people are at work or people that are on shift are asleep and stuff like that. So I never expected to get many, and it wasn't until the last minute. It wasn't until the last minute that I decided to sort of go live. But I've got a question actually for Rob. Marie's watching from work. I've got a question actually for Rob. Um, Two devices. I rabbits are okay in Neo with a TDS of 230. I'm assuming because I had them in there before, but I've changed the tank and I've increased the GH and KH. Excuse me. I'm actually this is my middle rack and middle row on the big rack. And I've like that, Keith. Thanks, Rod. Yeah, so I'm up at about 230 with salty shrimp. So I'm guessing that that's giving me about 7 or 8 GH and about 4 KH, 4 KH. Yeah, I was tempted. I was going to drop a couple in there this morning, but then realised that there's blooming ammonia in it. I might use that sticker there. Oh, that fits nice. The credit card to get rid of all the bubbles. So I'm just putting a sticker on the corner of this tank. There. Powered by SL Aqua. Which it is. Um, no, Rob, because I'm not live on. Because I'm not live on YouTube, I'm live on StreamYard. So unless, otherwise you'd get one. Next time I go live, I'll do a live directly on. Whoa, what's going on here? Ah, you're fighting over food. So I thought it was an adult dragging a baby around in the spotted head pinto tank, but it's not. The adult's swimming around with a piece of food and the baby's attached to the piece of food. I can't. As soon as I go live on StreamYard, I'll work out on YouTube itself. I'll work out how to give you a spanner, because I'm in StreamYard. I don't think you can. I think Marie's got a spanner because she already had one on another live that you weren't on, Rob. I don't think I can anyway. Let's have a look. No, I can only. No, can't do it. Keith hasn't got a spanner either, and he should. I think I need to be able to make you mods in YouTube, not in StreamYard. I wonder how well you'll see these. Not well at all. You're right at the back. I don't think you can see them very well in there. I've got, I think I've got a video going out tonight, which is Terraria based. I've got a short one going out tomorrow. It's a video, not short, but it's a short video. And that's a little isopod one. And then Sunday's video is a visit from somebody, and well, watch it on Sunday. So it's a visit. But part of that visit was some shrimp that I topped a colony up because topped a couple of colonies up actually that I'd really been struggling with of late, and ironically, the one that had sort of just slowed down and there was no reason why it should have stopped, as I've spotted babies in it literally over the last couple of days, and that little colony had been sort of static for ages on ADA Amazonia soil as well, identical parameters to the tank next to it, and I mean identical. And the tank next to it's absolutely flying, and this one just stagnated. But adding a few newer of the same type has made a massive difference. Just reading for a few comments. I think I made Jeff mod. I obviously must have made Marie one at some point, and I can't even remember how I did it. So I think they commented in the chat, and I think I clicked on it, made them moderator in the chat, I think. I've got a couple of so the video tonight, I'm really pleased with the edit and how that all went together. Just again, something different. It's not shrimp. It's terraria based, but the edit, I'm really pleased with the edit on that video. But pretty much guarantee you it'll flop. And then I've got another one that's in the making. I haven't uploaded it yet. There's a final stage to that video, but I really expect that video to fly. But you never know. You never know. I've got loads of videos in the pipeline. I've started doing lots of vlogs, so sort of weekly vlogs of everything that's happening in the room. See you later, Keith. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can do it in here because I'm in StreamYard. I don't think you can make people admin in here. Oh, moderators. Can you see me in the background there? Yeah, white shirt on. Look. Hi, Humber. Not really planned. Just a little mad live. Doing a bit of shrimp feeding. Actually, we're going to feed some other shrimp. Let's Is Humber's name Aaron? I don't own any black clothes, not even for funerals. I've got a black tie. I don't own any black clothes. We've got 2 pugs, and you don't have black clothes with pugs or dark blue. I'm going to go and drop a bit of food in a couple of tanks that I may end up going to at some point. Let me some stuff I want to show people. It's always a bit risky doing lives when you've got sort of videos that are not secret, but got stuff where you're releasing videos on the schedule, and you don't want people to see things before they actually happen. If that makes sense. I was saying I've started doing a few vlogs, and at the moment I've got them sort of scheduled in. What I probably should do is I should probably release them, because then it's. I'm trying to explain this, probably not well. So the idea of the vlogs is it's sort of me just doing what I'm doing. The difficulty of releasing it is that while I'm doing what I'm doing, I've also created other videos that are informational. So they're sort of setting up this or how to do this, those type of videos. And if I release the blogs as and when I do, I risk showing people stuff that I've already done in another video, if that makes sense. I'm not sat behind the camera at the moment. I'm at the other end of the room. Aaron's usually AARON, but not always. You still here, Rob? I think it's just me and you, Marie. That's all that's left. But I know Rob keeps dipping out and going on to Craig's. I didn't realise Craig was live as well. Oh, you are? So it's only showing me one, that I've got one watching, but obviously there's two of you there. Mine says one. You pooped. Yeah, how weird that. Mine's saying one watching, but that's probably just StreamYard. So let me. I'll come back over. Just thinking of the height of this tripod. Let's. So I'm looking at the other end of the room, and seeing if we can move down the other end of the room for a bit. So if any of you have watched my videos, I did one on selecting shrimp for specific traits. So I've done two actually. I've done one on white dominant fancy tigers, which have bred eventually. But I did another one Let me see if I can just move this camera down a bit. Did another one on trying to do this without altering the tripod. I did another one on these guys. Yeah, these guys. And that colony has over 100 shrimp in it. I've got a little video on this. It's got over 100 shrimp in it, and that 100 shrimp, I'm going to remove the reds from literally from 4 adults. So 4 adults have turned into. What's going on here? Those 4 adults have literally turned into a little colony of about 100 shrimp. I never dated it, which is a shame because I usually do in literally a couple of months. And then what I'll do is I'm going to keep 2 Galaxy tanks. I'm going to have a high grade and a low grade Galaxy tank. So I've got 2 tanks to sort of choose from and move stuff about. There we go. These are prolific breeders, aren't they, Rob? Yeah, no worries, Rob. I said one on my other phone. Craig on the TV. Yeah, if you want, Rob. What I might do as well is, if you do that, I might add a bit to it myself. Depends where you get it from. And then I'll pay you to post it. I'll get it delivered to you, but then I'll pay you to post my bits down to me. If that's okay. High temps, Rob, so there's only certain plants you can realistically use because of the temperature. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but look at how many babies around that. There's absolutely stacks. Morning, Kaz. Kaz is in the house. So it was only a random off the cuff live, Kaz. I was half tempted to do shrimp cam and just plug the phone in. Plug the phone in, stick it on the tank and leave it and say nothing. But I'm not going to do that. Although it's been done. North of the wall. If anyone can see those mesh pads, by the way, I've tied up a few. I'm just growing them in. So the one directly in front of the camera is flame moss, and the one to the right of that is a rare hookeration moss. So I'm tying a few of these up, and they grow nice. They'll grow in lovely, to be fair, but they're up on the website. But yeah, bloodshot. They get buried to bits. You get hundreds of them. Great starter shrimp, these, if anyone wants to get into Caridina. And I think me and Rob, I mean, other than the mixed, I think me and Rob both agree that these are probably one of the easiest and most prolific of all the Caridina sort of entry-level shrimp. Some people say, oh, they look too much like Neos, but they don't, and I think the camera doesn't do them as much justice. But they're orange with sort of red tigering and speckling in them, and absolutely bulletproof. And unlike Neos, they never go to wild type. So they're a stabilized hybrid that just breeds the same hybrid or variations of that hybrid. So yeah, that tank with 4 adults. There was originally 7 adults, but that's the one where I lost 3 of my nicest shrimp. Went over the weir and ended up on the condensation tray and dried out. Heartbroken. Well, I might take you up on that, Kaz. I've got tank cycling on the bottom rack, and I don't know what to put in them. Yeah, definitely might take you up on those. I like the Dragon Bloods, and Rob knows I've wanted Calcios for forever, just never got round to getting them. But it's, do I have another type, or do I just leave the tanks for breeding projects? Wish I had a quick release on this camera. How low can I get that? Let me see if I can go down a level. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, that ain't going to be low enough, is it? All right, let's do it a different way. I'm going to take this stand off a second. Take this off the tripod. Let's move the tripod out of the way. And I've got, if I can find it, got a mini tripod. 2 seconds. There it is. Let's see. I can't get that. It works, I think. Got one. So this is the tank with, which I literally started with 4 adults. I can't see any messages because this is pretty much on the floor. So I'm not ignoring anyone. Just literally can't read the messages because I can't get. I can go down, put the camera down there with my hand, but I can't. Apart from this tank's about a foot off the floor. I think this is the one of the lowest in the room. Talking of bulletproof, I think the fancy tigers are bulletproof as well. Breed like mad for me, and it doesn't seem to matter what you put them on. That's just my opinion. Although they haven't done as well as those four, let's slide you over a bit. So these were the white dominants, and I think I selected 7 or 8 into that tank. So yes, they took ages to breed actually. So they have bred, but nowhere near to the level that the galaxies have. But the nice thing is now I've got 2 gene pools of galaxies and the 2 gene. Well, I've got 3 gene pools of fancy tigers actually, and I've got a couple of black fancies. Oh dear. Bring you back up here for a bit, and I can read some comments. Rare floaters. See if I can get this. I need quick release on these. Here's the afterwards. Let's have a look at some of these comments then. Was also doesn't realise that actually top red scorpion, grade OI. More red equals scorpion. StreamYard's picture quality is shocking, really. Might be my camera, Rob. Also, some of my rare floaters. Kaz, how about we maybe auction some lots of OE Calcite next month when I try it at the YouTube auction? Listening but not reading chat, so behave yourselves. I did a rare brown float. Dirty bugger. I'll sort it out with you guys, because I need to start getting lists of what shrimp I can auction, but hopefully help anyone. I'll pop first page of them just as a reference. Thanks, guys. I've got them on eBay. Yeah, those were selling. Band, absolutely loathe band. So I sort of started out on band, and best thing I ever did was get rid of band, delete the app. You're not wrong about the pennies, Rob. People just aren't spending. I don't know if it's all the summer thing or the saving for holidays or what, but I've noticed that myself. People just aren't spending money at all. I'm sure this was higher. Oh, I know why. What it is? People just aren't spending money. No one's got any money. It's a shame that, Kaz, because it sort of devalues the market as well. And the people want for nothing. You know, you've had to pay all that money for quality. And people want it off you. You know, you've made the investment. People want it off you for nothing. It's horrible. That's why I stopped selling plants. Because you get idiots come into the market, try and gain a customer base by practically giving it away. Like you guys, I'm talking about someone on band, not shrimp either. Practically giving stuff away to try and poach your customers to the point where they either then can't sell themselves or they flood a market where no one wants anything. This was plants, this was. Rob knows what I'm talking about. Pair of clowns. I got a wet bum. Been sat on these steps, and that was where the tub was that I flooded yesterday. These shrimp are colouring up, John. Yeah, don't undersell yourself, Kaz. I mean, if you auction them and they don't hit the market value, that's fine. It's an auction. I think that's one of the things with the shrimp hobby. There's a few people that know what good grade is. And there's a lot of people who want it for free. John, this is a DSP tank. If you was asking about shrimp water, green wall the other day, and that's literally on a Higer light that Higer sponsored a video with. Hi, Shane. Did you see the comments that Shrimp Mania put about? I mean, I dosed this with seven little spoons. There weren't the tiny spoons, the next one up. And Shrimp Mania says that he literally just puts 1 gram in now and doesn't worry about green spot algae and stuff. Reckons he was having more problems when he was dosing heavy. That's how I look at the tank. I'll do two side by side at some point and run a comparison at identical soils a lot. Reckons he took advice from loads of other breeders that used it, and they advised X, and he reckons he had better results doing it with just 1 gram per tank. But obviously, I don't know what size the tanks are, although I think he does sort of 45, 50 litre tanks anyway. So Bone gave me my first lot, HC Bone, and he says for that tank put X amount in, and that's what I did. And the baby rate in here and their survival is phenomenal. Just spotted a little tiny baby that looks absolutely stunning. Real bright blue. Metallic in it at such a small age. I hope that's from that really nice one that I've got. Like, it's popping on the soil compared to the others. Yeah, he was saying that he doesn't top it up. I mean, the thing is, it depends on the bacter, but a lot of bacters, I believe, are classed as gram-negative. So the bacteria actually consumes oxygen from the water. So you need sort of a good flow when you're dosing certain bacters. PS bacter, I've never had that problem with, but I believe that the DSP, you have to dose more sparingly because it's a gram-negative bacter, like similar to Bacter-AE. So Bacter-AE, if you dose too heavy, will absolutely strip the water of oxygen. So I remember watching Mark's Tanks, I think, and showing how he does his Bacter-AE. Oh, it's an old video. A couple of years ago, I watched it, and he was saying that he puts it in like a squeezy bottle, mixes like a litre, and then goes around and squirts a bit in each tank, rather than sort of adding it directly to the tank, which is pretty much how I do sort of Meronocuson and Montrinolite and stuff like that if I dose it. So I actually mix that up in some RO into like a squeezy bottle, shake it up, and then I actually just go and sort of squirt a little bit into each tank, so it's already sort of in solution rather than it just sink into the bottom of the tank. There's loads of orange eye blue in there. Yeah, see, which one I use in every water change, or SL Dark Extract, or I've got a new product called Blackwater Fulvo Plus from Shrimps Affair, and I actually dose it. I dose it into my mix bucket, so that when I'm topping the tanks up. I don't actually add it to the tanks. I add it to my mix water. And that's something that Rob taught me all those years ago. And I've sort of stuck with that. You know, I've still got, and I must do so many water changes. Look at the state of the lid on that. This is my original mix one. I think I put, if I remember correctly, I think I put 4 spoons to an 80 litre tub. So I'm probably not dosing it heavy enough anyway. But that's how much I put in. 4 spoons to an 80 litre. So my bin's 80, and I put four of those spoons, not level spoons, just 4 spoons. I don't know why. That's just so many I put in. I should probably read the instructions, shouldn't I? See if the new glasses work. Typically 1 flat spoon for 20 to 25 litres. So yeah, 4 spoons to 80 litres. I was right. 3 to 4 spoons, and they use 4. Typically. I got an appointment. I'm not going to stay until that long, but I've got an appointment on at 3:30, and it pains me so much. I've got a puncture in my front tyre, but on my last service, which is a while ago, you know, when they sort of mark things red, amber, green, there was an amber saying that your front tyres are on 3 mil, and I says, yeah, but for 3 mil for me is probably because I rarely go out now. 3 mil for me is, and I didn't drive for ages, is probably 6 months driving or more, and I got a puncture, and it's a side, it's right on the side, it's just on the edge of the sidewall, so I've got to change the tyre anyway. So I'm just begrudge paying all that money for a couple of bits of rubber. Absolutely pains me, especially when it's an expense that I knew was coming, but not yet. And I just hate spending money that I wouldn't have had to have spent normally. I hate spending money, to be honest, unless it's on my hobbies or something that's for me rather than. But I did say to the wife and the kids that they don't drive, but I'm their chauffeur. I says, you lot use the car more than me. You should be paying for the tyres and the fuel and the insurance and the wear and tear and the services. Hi, Keith. I'm still going. You've just got a rare plant. It's never in the sands. I know. I know. It's never in the sands. What plant you got then, Keith? Got a couple of roses knocking around. There's some Anubias chili somewhere. And some Metallica and some Baby Tears. Annika Foner. I got a feeling that's on Aquadip's list, you know, and Coffee Folio, and there's loads of them. Oh, 2 fungus gnats dead. Coffee Folio is definitely, they've got loads of different Anubias on there, and I mean loads. Been in the shrimp room for ages. And That's probably one thing. When she opens the door, there's an illuminated sign that says on air or live or something. What does it say? On air. Goof! Yeah, drive safe, Murray. Hi, good. Guys, I'm just gonna mute myself and nip out and grab a tea or something. Bear with me. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm back. Hi, Kaz. Keep time on the blacklist. When there's everything when you don't keep time. Still on the side. Yeah, I've just took a couple of headache tablets myself. Proper rough. Banging head. Right, I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of everything else, and then I'm going to wrap up, I think. I'm not hanging, I've just got a bad headache. Let's take this gimbal off the tripod. I've done all right actually with my so all these shrimp are from 5 adults, over 50 in there. These are doing exceptionally well. The ones in there are for another video Sunday. My blues are looking, or my special blues are looking quite blue. My tangerines are looking quite tangerine. My dragon bloods need some females. My mixed tiger experiment. So I have got a rusty orange eye in there that the experiment worked on. And we've got our orange eye blue, our other blues. Fancies are still going. My orange eye red devils have demolished a bit of food they had. The mix are still going. I think in the end tank it's cycling, as is this one, although this is nearly ready. And these guys have demolished their food as well. So that's just a small tank with a few in that I want to try and build a colony on. Haven't fed those. Need to up and round that because I don't want to see a particular tank. These are my pure whites. They haven't bred. They haven't been bred, should I say. These are another experiment that have bred well. These are another experiment that have bred well. 2 seconds, guys. These are where I pull all my red galaxies just to try and get a red colony going. And there are a few babies in there, so the reds from here. So the galaxies do pick out the odd red. So they'll be going up in there. And then my bloodshots are still going ham. Let's show you. I don't know if there's any out. But these are my Epibabates, Antonii, Santa Isabels. And I know Rob isn't in here, but he was on about that bromeliad and how it goes really pink under highlight. But it's not under highlight, it's under a nigro. And then I'm just going to quickly show you the subject of tonight's video. So let me try and do this and see if I can get it. So that's the subject of tonight's video. I know it was quick. And that's the subject of a future video. I'm not live. It's just a video, Rob. It's not a link. Rob's got King of DIY as a mod. Joey. Right, guys, I'm going to end it there and go and get a bit of breakfast, drink my tea. I hope you enjoyed just coming along just for a bit of a look at the tanks and what's going on. And there may have been a couple of faux pas in here where I've shown things that I've got videos still to go out on, but it is what it is. Take care, everybody. Have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed tonight's video and tomorrow's for that matter. And Sunday's is a special one. I've got a special guest from the shrimp world. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.